Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I hope you enjoy this video. This is going to be basically a big collab of all of my Christmas DIYs, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So it's going to be a little off kilter, going to be a lot of ones, twos, and threes, so enjoy. Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I'm so excited for this episode. If you haven't noticed, I'm wearing my Christmas gear because we are doing a first video of Christmas in July, and I'm so excited, and I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get into those DIYs. DIY number 1. So this, guys, I got this plate for 50 cents at a garage sale last year. I really like the material of this one. It has kind of like that rough coat, so you don't have to worry about the paint peeling up. But anyway, I painted it black with ink Waverly chalk paint, and then I grabbed the farmer's market calendar, and I'm just gonna cut out this I'll cut around to fit in that little tin thing. I had some blank paint on my finger and I'm smearing it on there. But anyway, I flipped it over and I decided I was just gonna try to cut around the middle of it. For the most part it worked, but I'd recommend, if you're gonna do this, to tape it, because it kept moving on me, which probably ended up messing it up. So, but here I am just going around the edges, just cutting. I wanted to save as many of those words as I possibly could too, but they ended up getting covered up more than what I wanted. Squeegee to try to get some of those wrinkles out. It was wrinkling up on me for some reason. I must have set it down weird or something, but for the most part it worked. I mean, it's just crafting, right, guys? Anyway, so I wanted to clean up some more of those edges, so I went in with some of this nautical rope. I bought this at Walmart a while ago, with some elephant, and I'm actually going to just galvanize this, so I'm kind of just patting it on. I did start with the same paintbrush that I painted the black with, just to kind of give it a little more of the gray and black depth together. But I do end up grabbing another paintbrush and just going it with gray. That I tied the other one in, and I'm just going in again with it and tying the back, and then I go over it or swing the jute around it a little bit to give it a little more of that jute look in the front, and I tie it off in the back again, straighten out my ribbons, figure out where I wanted it, and then I'm just going to hot glue that right down. I wanted to be able to see some of the words. Granted, some of them got covered up, like I said, but I wanted some of those words to show, so I glued the tails to the side. And then I was going to go in with some greenery because I just felt like it needed some greenery. I don't like using these greenery for projects like I'm using right now, but it was the only one that I could find at the moment. I needed to find more of my Christmas stuff. I did eventually find it for the next two projects, but this one I did use these which is alright. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it looks alright because of the Christmas trees. It's kind of more of a pine look, so it all worked out. But I'm just kind of fumbling around trying to figure out where I want the greenery. So I kind of stick it there, figure out if that's what I like. I wanted a couple more on top sprigs, so I just kind of stuck those in like that. Cleaning up more of those dang strings. And here I wanted to give a couple more of the little red pit berries, so I'm just kind of breaking off a couple of little spots and cutting them, and I'm gonna glue those on there. Now some of them kind of had broke apart and kind of had the white showing, but I was okay with that just because I am gonna go over it with a little bit of white paint to kind of look like they are snow filled, so kind of hides that a little bit. I didn't go over the bows really, because I didn't want to lose the pretty bow look, but that's it. That's all this one wrote. I really like how that one turned out. It's really pretty. DIY number 2. This one's my favorite. Now, these houses I know you can get from Walmart. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot talk. From Dollar Tree. And I do actually have some in my stash that are from Dollar Tree. But these two I actually got from it's kind of like a thrift store in a way. It's kind of hard to explain, but it is a store that if they have an abundance of stuff that they can't seem to get rid of, that they will ship it to the store and you can go shop there for cheaper stuff. So these houses that I'm using, I actually got for 89 cents. The place is called Ron's Warehouse. Anyway, I decided I was going to cut out some scrapbook paper of the little cars and the trees. I got that in a scrapbook thing from Hobby Lobby. And now I'm just gluing the frames back down on top. This one was a little funky. For some reason it didn't line up and my glue wasn't sticking very well. So I had to kind of open it back up and glue it back down. But here's the greenery I was actually looking for. I love this stuff. I ordered a bunch of it off of Amazon. Or no, I bet this stuff came from Michael's as well. And I know it was on clearance because it was after Christmas. But I love the way this stuff looks. It's kind of got a glittery look to it because it looks like it's crystallized in the outside in the snow. Yeah, it looks a lot more real than the stuff that I put on before. It doesn't look as plastic. If I can talk. Oh my gosh, my words are getting all tongue-tied, guys. Plasticky. But then I found 2 of these little pine cones. And I just glued them up at the very top. Just gave it a little more pizzazz. Now this I also believe I got from Michael's. Again, it had to been on sale. But I just figured it would look so cute in this little house with the cars in the back. So I glued my little truck down. And there you have it. So cute. This one's probably my favorite. I love little red trucks. They are, yeah. DIY number 3. They're my favorite. I'm obsessed with the red trucks. So here I'm doing another house. And it's easy just to take the backing off. Just kind of push in the middle of it. And they'll pop right out. And then make sure you remove your This one I also got from Michaels, I believe. If it isn't Michaels, it was Hobby Lobby. This one I actually do not remember. But I got it towards the end of the season, I know, and I never actually opened it yet. So this is the first time I'm using this one. But I really liked the deers, so I wanted to use that one. Just taking off some of that sticker. I took off the rest of it out of the camera, but see how I showed you the sticker? It's 89 cents. Was a little long, so I just kind of trimmed down the little edge just to kind of get him to fit in there. Probably didn't even need to hot glue him since he kind of was a snug fit, but I put hot glue down anyway. And I just stuck him down in there. I trimmed off his little bow a little bit more. And then I grabbed some more of that greenery from before. And I wanted to spruce up his little bow a little bit more. So I actually cut off just a couple of the little sprigs. And then I wanted to do something similar than I did to the previous project. But these I just wanted to have a little bit more greenery around his neck. So I just put those cute little things right into the bow. I thought it gave him a little more detail. And I was debating here on whether I wanted him down below or if I wanted him up above like the other one. But I kind of decided that I wanted it a little bit different and I wanted it to maybe look like he was just walking along with some pretty greenery in the bottom. So just glued those down then. And then I felt like the top was missing something. So I had this scrap, piece of scrap ribbon, and I just decided I was going to tie a cute little bow in it. Sorry, it was kind of out of frame, but I just basically did the same way I did the other bows. I kind of did the cancer awareness sign and just kind of squished in the middle. And then I grabbed some jute twine and tied around the bow. Just straighten out my ribbons. It's kind of out of frame. I just got a little glue and stuck it right down there into the middle. And then that was it, guys, the final reveal. I really hope you like these. Many more to come. I'm gonna do Christmas Saturdays, so Christmas in July Saturdays. So comment down below and let me know which one you like, and I'd greatly appreciate it if you subscribe if you haven't already, and give me a like button down there, hit the thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really helps my channel grow, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoy this, guys. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so excited to get into another DIY video for you. This one's going to be another Christmas in July. I am decked out in my Christmas gear. I got my little Christmas tree on up here, and I got my shirt. How cool is that? I'm so happy that you guys all decided to join me today. This video is going to be a little different. Not bad different, but I probably won't have a reveal for you at the end, because a lot of these projects that I'm showing you today are actually ones that I did last year, so I don't actually have them at my hand's will, if you want to say. They're going to be a lot of, there's going to be a few, like Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. This is just kind of before I got my YouTube channel actually started. I got my camera and everything, and I was starting to try to just get used to my camera and how it worked and everything. So bear with me on these videos. The videos are very cute, and that's the reason why I wanted to show you, so you can see them. But my camera angles are really bad. It's very close up. This is before I got a chance to learn how to adjust the angles and the focus and all that. So the focus is actually really close on some of these, and I apologize for all of that. But they're just too cute not to show you, and I really do appreciate these DIYs. I thought they turned out really cute last year. So there is 2 new videos that I did this year for you guys at the end, and I'm sure you guys can be able to see the difference of like the camera angles, if I can talk. So technically I only have 2 DIYs that I actually be able to show you in the reveal anyway. Not saying I couldn't show you those, but I really hope you enjoy what I got for you guys, and if you have not yet subscribed, please do so, and excuse me, and give me a thumbs up button down there. Just push the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It has been fantastic to see how many people have actually been subscribing lately. I got a bunch of new people on my channel, and I'm so happy you guys decided to join me. It means a lot to me. So like, subscribe, share this video. I'd love to try to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That would be a dream to me, guys. You have no idea, because I am trying to make this a career. So any help that you guys are willing to give me, I am tickled pink to have it. So I really hope you enjoy what I have in store for you guys, and let's get into those DIYs. DIY number 1. Okay guys, this one here, I got this little plaque from the Dollar Tree, and these napkins I believe I got from Walmart. I'm just kind of lining it up here. I'm just going to be having the words on there pretty much. And I grabbed my scissors and I cut it out. I do cut a little extra just to make sure I got enough to cover it. I peel off both plies of it. It's a 3-ply napkin. And I just grabbed some Mod Podge and I'm just doing a light coat. And then I stick down my little Merry Christmas napkin. Get all the wrinkles out. And here I'm just going along the edges, and I'm kind of just pushing the excess down on the edges. I wanted to look finished, and then after that I kind of cut off most of the excess that I had left over. And then I actually grab my sanding block from the Dollar Tree and I go over and get rid of everything that was left over from even cutting off the scissors. I wanted a nice clean look. So, and I do go over this entire thing with another coat of Mod Podge just to make sure it's all sticking down. And I do rough up the middle of it too. I do want kind of a rustic look to it, so I kind of roughed up the sides and in the middle to kind of look like it's an old sign, like it's been sitting on the tree for a while or something, or it's been passed down from generations, whatever. And then I have these cute little poinsettias that I got from Hobby Lobby. I chose to do the buffalo check. Sorry. I just kind of stuck that down anyway. DIY number 2. It's basically the same concept. I'm going with some scrapbook paper instead, though. Just kind of lining up, and then I ended up cutting the excess off here, and then I grab my glue stick and glue it down. Then I grabbed some of this berry garland that you can get from Dollar Tree. You can also get it from Hobby Lobby. And I just kind of wrap a good amount on the far side there and glue it down. I was thinking about wrapping some more around the other side, but I ended up changing that idea. Instead, I grabbed this. These are actually embellishments that I have gotten off of some of the Dollar Tree signs. I can't tell you which ones off the top of my head right now, to be honest with you. It's been a while since I've done this DIY, so... But I just wrapped it around the loop up there and kind of just glued it as it crosses, you know, like you kind of do a cross or whatever, and then let them dangle. Anyway, DIY number 3. Here I'm just cutting this off. This is just one of the crosses from Dollar Tree. And I got this book of music. It looks like it's old, vintage, faded music paper. And I just put it on top of the cross. I actually end up gluing it down to the cross. If I would have been smart, I would have just put it down on the paper, the cross down on the paper, and just traced around it and cut it out, but I wasn't thinking this day, so. But anyway, I glue it down and then I just cut around the cross. End up wasting more of the paper than what I probably could have saved, so it is what it is. I got quite a few pages in that book, so. But here I'm just going along with my sanding block again, just to get that nice crisp line along the side of it. And here I'm going in with some Waverly antique wax, and I do a heavy coat on this. I basically wanted this to look very rustic. I wanted it to look like the old rugged cross would look after many years, basically. I do get out of frame here once in a while, and I apologize for that. I do kind of, I'm trying to fix my camera now, but just bad angles. But I go over a very heavy coat on the side of it, and then I do a very heavy like distressing look, I guess, on the paper. I wanted it to look dirty and rustic, like I said. And I wipe off the excess that I had on there. And I poke a hole where my string was, since I forgot to do that. And then I put this twine back through it. And then I decided that I wanted to put a couple of wooden beads on the top. So here I'm just feeding them through, and again, I'm sorry for the angles. Then I grabbed another piece of twine and I glued it to the back. And this is going to be very out of frame, and I apologize for that. But basically is all I'm doing is I'm just wrapping around crisscross on the cross to kind of just give the middle that that rustic look with the twine. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I guess I don't know exactly how to subscribe that, but you can see it there. And then the beads kept moving and I didn't want them to move, so I just glued them down to the top. And then I glued the other bead onto the other bead so they would stay put. And then I just cut a couple of little tiny sprigs of the pine pick there, and I'm just gluing it down underneath that twine, or the jute twine, whatever. And then I grab a cute little pine cone and I just glue it right down to the middle of it. And that is all I did. DIY number 3. Or is this number 4? No, I lost track. Sorry. I think this is 4. Anyway, so I grabbed one of those rounds from the Dollar Tree, and I actually got this scrapbook paper from Ben Franklin a long time ago. It was like half off. It was like 50 cents for this paper. This one was actually a Christmas present for my sister last year. It was actually a stocking stuffer that I made for her. She loves foxes. So I saw this paper and I immediately thought of her, and I wanted to do a cute little ornament for her tree. So I just basically traced the circle and cut it out, and now I'm just gonna glue it down. I do go over it again with the sanding block just to make sure that I get all the excess off. And then I got this magazine in the mail. I believe it came from Amazon because he has a little Amazon thing on his back. But again, this is from last year, so I just wanted to give it a little bit more detail in the ornament, so I decided I was going to cut this other fox out to put on top of the other foxes. So that's basically all I'm doing, and I am going around giving him a really close cut. I wanted to make sure that I got that package off of his back. And I do end up cutting his feet off. Sorry for anybody out there that really think he's cute. But I wanted him to fit on the round circle, so. I'm just trying to figure out what I was going to do here. I do decide that I was going to go all the way around his feet and everything, and then I cut parts of it off, so. I wanted to make sure he had some of that puffy tail showing, because some of that was going to get cut off too. And what's a fox without puffy tails? See here, I'm just flipping around now and I'm gluing them down. And then I'll go in with my sanding block and just get rid of all the excess there. Okay, DIY number 5. We grab one of these little plaques from Dollar Tree. I open it up. These ones have a little screw at the top of it that you have to take the little hanger off. Didn't realize that when I was trying to rip it off, but you know. And then I grab a scraper tool and I just scrape all of that glitter writing off of it, and then I grab a wet wipe and clean up the glass after it's all scraped off. You can also use nail polish remover. I've heard that works too, but razor blade or scraper, any kind of scraper tool works just as good. Here I got these boxes, these little fold-up boxes from Walmart, and there's a bunch of them in there. I think they're supposed to be for gift. I think they're gift bags or gift boxes that fold up, and I thought the picture on them were just adorable. So I picked up a pack. I don't remember how much they were. But I decided I was going to trace around and cut out that picture and put it in this little thing. Now, this one actually, I wish it would have worked, but I wasn't thinking, and I ended up going all out with this and decorating it all up and everything. And I had to tear it all apart and go a different way because it wasn't going to fit in there, and I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't thinking when I did it, but it wasn't going to fit back into the frame. So, but here I'm just gluing down the little corners with hot glue. You can use a glue stick too. I'm not sure why I did it this way, but I did. Here I'm just lining it up, make sure it looks all good in there and everything. I do take it back off and I go to the next step. I just thought it needed something else, so But like I said, it was all for nothing because I had to rip it all apart anyway. But I really liked how it turned out beforehand. It turned out cute anyway, but it just would have been cuter if I could have kept this, but I'm grabbing a couple of those pine picks, and this one I'm actually trimming because I want to be able to see those words and stuff. And note to self, make sure you're trimming these over garbage, because this stuff, it sticks all over your hand and it is a mess to clean up on your table. It was just a mess. A complete mess. I grabbed a piece of ribbon and I decided I was going to make a bow, and a lot of this actually got cut out. It wasn't in frame, so I basically just did the cancer awareness side and just did a squeeze effect in the middle, basically like I've been making all my other bows, and tie some jute twine around the middle of it and glued it to the top there. And then I grabbed this, it was kind of like a little wreath thing. I got it for 50 cents at a garage sale, but I basically am just using the pit berries and stuff out of there. I do believe I used this in a couple of other DIYs too. I don't know, maybe not, but I could have sworn I used one of the bells or something in a project, but why my light's flickering in there. I'm just basically, like I said, gluing down all of the little pit berries around it. And here's where I'm going to realize really soon that it isn't going to work. I'm trying to fit it in there now, and I'm getting myself frustrated. So here I am, just ripping it off. I thought it was super cute with all that crap on there, but now, so I'm going in with this extra ribbon that I have. And the reason why I'm doing this, I go along all four sides. You don't actually see me go along all four sides because it's out of frame, and I didn't realize that at the time. But the backing of that paper that was ripped actually shows in the frame, so I wanted to make sure that it was looking decent. So I end up cutting some of this ribbon in half and going along the sides of it. The main one you can see the most of is at the very top. So I should have cut more of this stuff out, guys. I'm sorry. I do end up making a new bow. And this time I stuck it outside of the box. And then I grab a little piece of that greenery and I just glue it right by the bow. And then I add a couple of pit berries onto that little sprig there. Just give it a little more color. And that's all for that one, guys. Oh, I guess I had put on the back on the hanger too, but you can't really see me doing that anyway because my hand's too close. It wasn't focusing, so. I probably should have just cut this out. DIY number 6. So I have a bunch of these wine corks. I've gotten them at garage sales, I've picked them up at thrift stores, all kinds of things, and this is the first time I've used them. I needed to use them up for something, so I'm just kind of messing around, but it ends up turning out pretty cute, I think. This is one I actually did this year for you guys, so I'm hoping you guys can notice a difference in the camera angles and everything, but I thought this one turned out super cute. If you guys haven't guessed yet, we're making a little Christmas tree. It was actually a very simple project too. I thought it was going to be harder, but it was actually pretty slick. And I do like the rustic look, the different colors, and it's kind of more of a, I don't know, it's not really Christmas colors, but, so I just glued one of them on the bottom, right in the middle, to kind of make it look like the stem. I knew it wasn't going to stand up that way, but I was trying to figure out what else I was going to do, so I grabbed one of these little wooden plaques. I actually got a pack of these for 50 of them in a pack from Amazon a while back, and I just glued it down to the middle of it, and that seemed to hold pretty well. So and I go into my little stash and grab out a star. These I believe I got either from Walmart, or I know you can find them at Hobby Lobby as well. I think these are from Walmart though. And I just glue it down to the top of it right there. And then I grab some polyfill and I just kind of go around the bottom of it to kind of just make it look like there's snow at the bottom of it. Give it a little more pizzazz. And that's it. DIY number 7. Now this cute little guy, I actually bought him from Hobby Lobby last year. He was broken, so I actually got him on discount. I picked him up because he was broken. I thought it being at the end of the hat there, I could fix it really easily. I'm just going over his hat with Truffle Waverly paint. I do actually end up doing 2 coats on his hat. And I believe his body. He has a little holly leaf on his hat. It's kind of hard to make out in this lighting that I have on here, but I'm just kind of going over really lightly, trying not to get too much of that covered, but here I'm just going over the little holly leaf with actually Holly Branch by Apple Barrel. Get that from Walmart. And then I grab my crimson and I basically paint his whole body in the crimson. And the little holly berries on his hat. And then I'm going to go in with Cobalt Blue. This I actually get from Folk Art. And I'm going over the little present. I leave the bow, of course. You can see me kind of doing that, but... And then the bow, I'm actually going over, actually the whole present, to be honest with you. I'm going over with some more of a Silver Lining Metallic. It kind of gives it more of a glistening sheen, like wrapping paper would. And then I'm going over his nose with Baby Pink. And I do actually go in and do his hands as well at the end, because I forget to do it here. And then with Silver Lining, I start with his beard, but I ended up going in with some elephant as well, and I'm just basically grabbing a little brush and I'm going in between all of the indentations with his beard. I wanted it to look more like it's shaded and stuff, and since we had the indentations, I figured the heck, I kind of wanted it kind of more of a two-tone to give him a little more character and a little more depth. So I go all the way around and get into all of the nooks and crannies of the beard with the elephant. And then I'll go back in with the silver lining and kind of go over top of it. And I was okay with it smearing and stuff. It kind of just made it more grayish looking, and I really liked that. So I thought it turned out perfect. It does have the shading like I wanted and everything. I thought that was awesome how it worked out. So I thought he turned out super, super cute. You can kind of see it there. And then I decided to go over his shoes with the gray, with the elephant gray as well. And besides painting the hands, which is what I'm going to be doing right now, I get a little white puff ball out of my stash, and I just hot glue that right on top of his little broken hat up there, and you can't even tell that he's been broken. It turned out super cute, and I loved that it worked out. And that is going to be all for today, guys, and I again apologize for the angles in some of these DIYs, and I hope you enjoyed what I have in store for you, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Comment down below and tell me what you think. Thanks, guys. Hey everyone,
DIY
welcome back to
number
Simply Blessed
1.
Crafts. I'm Tiffany, and welcome to another
So here,
Christmas and July
guys,
Saturday.
I'm going to do
I hope
some
you enjoy what I
really
have
cute
for you.
ornaments for you.
I'm going to be doing a lot of ornaments for the tree.
One,
so I hope you enjoy this.
The plaque actually came from Dollar Tree.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Antique wax.
And I greatly appreciate
the
every
baby wipe.
new subscriber I have.
I'm going to take this
love
card.
all of your
the
attention.
package cards,
It's
I
been
believe
great.
I got from Walmart.
And keep up the good
last
work, guys. Thank you.
But I really thought this cardinal was really pretty, so I decided I was going to cut him out. And then along the way, I decided I was going to... I really liked the frame, so I was hawing around about if I really wanted to do it or not, because then I'd have to cut around more of the bird, but I ended up doing it. And then I glue the card piece down to the plaque with some Elmer's glue. And then I go in with Warm Buffet by Apple Barrel. You guys can't really dress it a little bit, give it a little more of a aged look. And I grabbed some greenery from old ornament. I actually got a whole bunch of ornaments from Dollar Tree in my stash. This one I just kind of ripped apart, so And then after that dried, I put on a hanger. And I thought it was super cute. Perfect for my tree. DIY number 3. So these ones are really simple, you guys. I got this fabric from a thrift store. I believe it was Boys and Girls Club. But I just basically cut a little strip and then ripped it because I wanted that rustic look. And then I just did that in several strips. I'm not even sure how many strips. I mean, I don't use them all, but after that I grabbed a cinnamon stick, and these ones are really long. I don't even remember where I got these from. I don't know if it was from a thrift store or if it was from a garage sale or something, but I've had them in my stash for quite a while. And I saw this tree inspired me off Pinterest, so I decided I was going to make it. And since I had the cinnamon sticks, I thought it would work really well. If you don't have cinnamon sticks, at your leisure, you can always go out to your backyard and find some sticks too. Sticks will work just as good. But here I am, you can see what I'm doing. I'm just tying the strips of fabric, and then I'll go in and cut them to the length that I want them. The bottom ones I kind of left, but I kind of wanted it staggered, you know, like a Christmas tree. It gets thinner on the way up, so that's basically all I'm doing here. Look at how cute that is. I do kind of fix the strips a little bit, but and then I am digging here now. Really liked the black and red buffalo check. Here again, I'm just kind of figuring out. I did try a couple more of those snowflakes, but I went with one of those stars instead. I was seeing if I had any more of the little stars, but I kept with this one. And I just glue that right down to the top. And of course I put on a hanger as well, just like I did before. I just basically do a long piece of twine and glue it to the back. So DIY number 4. I believe this is 4. So I had plenty more of the fabric and I really liked the colors and everything, so I decided I was going to make a rag wreath with this one, a little tiny one for my tree. So I'm just, again, cutting a bunch of the fabric here. And then I cut the strips. I didn't show you that again, but I'm basically just tying the strips right around this little circle. I got the circle from a thrift store. I got a whole bag of them for like $2. So it was actually a really good deal. I even shared some with my mom. But just basically going around, just tying them on there. Super simple. Turns out super cute. And it didn't take me very long. It was probably only like 15-20 minutes. I did have to cut more strips, so that probably what took me the longest, to be honest with you, out of this whole thing, because with it being this small, it really doesn't take that long. And then I go around and just basically give it a haircut. The strips were a little bit long for an ornament and stuff, so I'm just going around and cutting it down some. Just trying to get them as even as possible. And look at that. Isn't that just the cutest thing? So I grabbed So I grabbed some painter's tape and I taped off a little stripe, and then I wanted another one above it, so I taped the same tape down and painted another one. It did get a little uneven, as you can see, but it is what it is. Now I did go, these little gingerbread I got from Amazon, and I did go in with super glue, but I couldn't get them to stick, so I had to go in with wood glue instead, just so you guys know. So anyway, I got this scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby in a big booklet. You guys saw that. And I just am tracing a canister or canning lid around it. These I got from a garage sale, actually. I got a whole box full of the canning lids and the rings, so for like $2. I'm just going over with some glue and sticking this down. It doesn't actually stick very well until it starts to dry, but it was a little bit left over on the sides, so I was sanding that down. It wasn't actually coming off very well. I think I need a new sanding block, but the white is not going to show anyway. That's going to be hidden underneath that rim, so it was fine. But I just basically then grabbed my scissors and just cut the rest of it off. And then I grabbed this calendar. I believe this one came from Hobby Lobby, but I'm not sure. I've picked calendars up everywhere. There's a bunch of people that don't have Dollar Tree places and stuff, so I have picked up calendars from Walmart and stuff like that. Any calendar that has catched my eye, I have picked up. And I look at it as sometimes, yeah, they're more expensive, but how many DIYs can you get out of that and all the pictures and stuff? So, plus the little ones on the back, which is what I just used there. But anyway, I cut that one out of the back, as you've seen there. And then some of this is going to actually get out of frame, you guys. I should have backed it up a little bit more. I grabbed some red and white baker's twine and I just tied it around that metal ring there, just to give it a hanger. And then I do glue around the bottom, or the around the edge of that. Like I said, it's getting out of frame. I should have backed my camera up, and I apologize. And the next one's even worse. But I just glue that down. And then I grab some of these berries. You can get these from Hobby Lobby. Might not be in this color, but you can get them in Hobby Lobby. But these one actually came from Dollar Tree. And I just tied it to the top and did kind of like a swirl with the, I don't know how you would say it, the curls. I did curls with the rest of it. Anyway, I go back in with some more of that fabric and I just glue it down to a star that I get into a pack. Of stars from Walmart, and I cut it around, and I grab some twine. This twine, you can get similar stuff from Dollar Tree, but this I think actually came from Michael's in a bigger roll. And I am just willy-nilly just kind of just wrapping around all over the star. Wherever I think is necessary, I wrap it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of doing my own thing. This one I'm just kind of messing around with, to be honest with you. It actually kind of turns out more cuter than what I was thinking it was going to, but I just cut as much, or when I get to the level of twine that I like, I just basically cut it. I did add some more berries to that one too. I didn't show that. I forgot I did that. I think that was kind of an afterthought. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed these DIYs, and I am so thankful for everybody that's been showing me love and kindness, and everybody that's new to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the comments and all the love. Like I said, it's unreal of how much I'm so thankful for everybody. I wish I could say more, but there's just not words to describe how thankful I am for everybody. You guys are all amazing, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope you enjoyed this this video, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. You guys all have a wonderful night or a wonderful day. God bless, and see you later. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I'm Tiffany and I can't wait to give you another Christmas in July. Let's get into those DIYs. DIY number 1. So this one, guys, I got a wood round. I think I've got these from Michaels. But I'm just going over it with a baby wipe and some antique wax. I really love how the wood is grained on this. It's so beautiful. But then I grabbed this stencil, and I've had this stencil in my stash for a while. I got pretty much all of my stencils from Amazon. I do not have any links, but if you just search Amazon for stencils, you'll come up with a whole bunch of them. It's probably the easiest thing to find on there. But anyway, I'm going over the lettering with some ivory chalk paint, and I do pull this up and readjust it and everything. This wood round was just a little too small for this, so I just kind of placed it together the way I needed it to get placed. And I want it to have kind of like that curved around it, so I just curved it the way it was going to fit on there. And then I do dry it because I don't want it to smear if any of the paint got on it. But I move the truck up and center it as best as I could, and then I go in with some more paint. I start out with the tree, so I'm just kind of taping off the truck a little bit so I can paint the tree without getting anything else in there on the truck and stuff. So I go in with the tree with some fern Waverly chalk paint. And I'm just kind of just stippling on there. I'm just, I have one of the old makeup sponges from Walmart for your makeup. It's a little round thing, which these work fantastic for this. But I'm just kind of pouncing the paint around the stencil, and then I'll go in the middle and fill up the rest, since I don't have to worry about that bleeding at all. And then I'll be going in with some apple barrel paint. I believe this is like nutmeg brown. And I'm just doing the fence posts here next. But I do tape that off as well, as you can kind of see. That's basically what I've been doing the whole time, because I wanted it to be different colors. I didn't want it to be all the same, so I'll be taking the paint off, or the painter's tape off of that now, and I'll paint the truck. So I'm just covering up that fencing and the tree area. And I'm going in with some crimson red from Waverly and just going over the truck. This one turned out really cute too. I do have one project on here, guys, that I don't know what happened to the footage. I don't know if I forgot to record it or what, but it was one of my favorites, and that one didn't actually make it in the video. I do have it in the reveal though, to kind of give you an idea of what I did. It's a simple project, didn't take me real long, and you can do it with any kind of greeting cards, which is what it is. I think I got them from Walmart, so I will show you that as well. Now I'm going in with Waverly ink with just a paintbrush, Since it was in a smaller area, I went in with a paintbrush to just dab, but I'm just basically doing the same thing. I'm just dabbing it around that area. And then once that is dry, I move up the stencil some so I can get all of the apple cider and hot chocolate or hot cocoa wording in there. And I go in there with some more ivory chalk paint in Waverly. And then I do the bottom stripe there. I don't do the top one because to get everything on there, it was going to go right over the wheels. So I did leave that one off, but it turns out just as cute. So there it is. Now I do also put a hanger on the back of this, but I did that off camera. So DIY number 2. And this this wood plaque I got from Target, and I've had these in my stash for quite a while. I don't even know how much I paid for them. I've had them in my stash for a while, and it was not the Target around me. I don't even remember where I got or what Target I got these from, to be honest with you. But I'm going in with some more Waverly ivory chalk paint, and I am just doing kind of a rough coat on this. I was fine with some of the greenery showing. I really, really liked how kind of you could see some of the wood in the background, so I did go in with kind of a rough coat of it. I probably should have cut more of this out. You didn't need to see me paint it all. But it is what it is. Not the best at editing yet, so. And I did leave the hanger on there. I'm just kind of moving the little knots out of the way. But then I set that aside for now. And I grabbed this cute little truck. I got this from a thrift store. I do try to show you the label that was on the back of it. It was like unfurnished wood something. I don't know where the thrift store got it from, but it says actually I got a couple of them and they were only like $2.50. So, and they're really thick wood. I thought it was a great deal, but I'm basically just painting this the same colors as I was painting the first one that you saw. I am big into the red trucks, if you guys have not, if you guys can't tell. And this whole DIY collection that I got for you is all red trucks, or, well, it's all trucks, I should say. But after I painted the truck in crimson, I went in with some steel Waverly chalk paint, and I'm just going and painting these hubcaps and around the bottom of it and everything. The wheel well is what I'm painting. Give it a nice coat. I do go on paint the bottom, and then I kind of go on a light coat with the window as well to kind of give it a little more depth. And I paint the door handle with this as well. And then I go in with some more of that fern and paint the Christmas tree. Make sure you get all your nooks and crannies. And then I take my ink color from Waverly and do the tires. I do believe I go back in with some silver or some steel and paint the hubcaps as well. Don't mind my phone in the background. I like watching DIYs and thrift hauls and stuff while I'm crafting. Gives me some more ideas. I just feel like it gets too quiet when I'm crafting, so I need to have some noise, and I've grown accustomed to watching the DIYs, so and then at the very end I go in with some Waverly Antique Wax and just light brush it on. I'm actually dabbing it and then dabbing it off on a baby wipe, so it kind of gives it a little bit of wetness, but it's a light coat. I just wanted to make it look rustic and like it's been in operation for a long time, so I made it kind of look like there's dirt, dirty and rusty, and I do that through the whole tree or the whole truck. And there it is. And then I bring back in the white plaque that we painted earlier, and I just glue that right down on top of that white plaque. I still felt like it was missing something, so I grabbed my Iron Orchid Designs. This one's called Figgy Pudding. I got it off of Amazon. Well, no, this one I actually ordered off their website, now that I think about it. I just searched IOD transfers, and you'll have a whole thing popping up on Google. And I believe I found it that way, so. But I wanted to put like some kind of thing on there, so I went with Christmas greetings out of that book. And I'm kind of just doing it in the corners of it. And rubbing them on and then pulling the thing up like I have done in many, many videos. And there she is. That's it really for this project. I should have maybe added a bow or something, but DIY number 3. Now this one, guys, is very, very simple. I probably am going to put this on my tree. I fell in love with this one. This is just a little cutting board thing for, it does say food safe, but I got it from Hobby Lobby on their spring collection. It was 50% off when I picked it up. I did go over it with some antique wax, and then I am taking a window cling. I actually got the window clings from a garage sale. Or no, at a thrift store. That's what it was. But I do believe these are either... I believe these ones might be from Dollar General from last year. But I'm just putting some Mod Podge on it, and I stuck it down, and then I'm just cutting around the edges. I did have to cut a bit of that tree off, but you can still see some of it in the back of the truck, which I thought was cute. And then I just go over top of it with another coat of Mod Podge. And this one's probably like my all-time favorite out of today's videos. I do think that the one that didn't make it into the video is probably my second and very close to being my first, which I was actually really bummed that I didn't get to show you that one, but I will show you in the final reveal, I promise. But after I did that, got it all dry, I cut another piece of jute twine and tied that back onto the little hanger, and this one's for sure going on my tree. And then I grabbed some of this garland. I got this from Dollar Tree last year. This actually might be in their fall stuff, but I thought the green and the white would be really cute against the red truck. So I just kind of wrapped it around the end there. I did put a little squirt of glue in the back, and then I grabbed my pencil and I just wrapped it around to get little curly cues, and that is it, guys. DIY number 4. Now this one actually has a funny story. So you know those sleds you can get from Dollar Tree like almost every year? Well, I actually picked that one up. I didn't have any in my stash, and I wanted to do one for you. So I actually picked that one up at a garage sale, and it didn't have no price on it. And I told myself that I don't know how much she's going to be charging me for it, but if it's more than $1, I'm not going to get it. So I picked it up, and I had my husband go over there to pay for it because he had the money, and she said $2, and I told her no, I'm not doing that because I can get it at the Dollar Tree for $1. So I bought it for $1. Technically it would have been $1.25, so I still saved a little money on it, but I was just over the moon, like wondering why she was trying to charge me $2 for this Dollar Tree thing. But anyway, back to the projects. As you saw there, I grabbed a piece of scrapbook paper out of a big pack that I got from Hobby Lobby. It might have been from Michael's, I don't remember. But I picked the one that I really liked, and I liked the one with the wood grain, and I loved that it had the 25 on the bottom of it. So I picked that one out, I traced it, and I cut it out, and now I'm just gluing it down. And I do use the same scrapbook paper for the Let It Snow area. Oh, I do use my sanding block to sand down the edges as well. This paper was really thick though, so I had problems with the sanding block. I don't know if it's my sanding block or if it's the paper, but I know I need to get new sanding blocks, but yeah, I did have some issues. I had to go in with some on my scissors too, so. But anyway, I just cut that piece out then, and I glue that down on the top as well. And so what's really nice about scrapbook paper too, guys, is that I don't have any problems with putting this down over the designs on the sled, because the glitter, you can't even tell that it was on there. So here I am kind of going around the edges with some of my scissors, but I end up doing I go in with a nail file to get like inside there because I was having issues in there. So I do take a nail file, and that actually works really good to get that excess. Should have definitely cut this out. You didn't need to see all of this, but you know, my editing skills are fantastic. So then I got some more of these greeting cards. These I actually got from Walmart also, I believe. If it wasn't Walmart, it was L&M. They are sometimes a little bit pricey, especially the ones with the red trucks, but I'm obsessed with the red trucks and stuff. But is what I look at it is you get like maybe 10 or 20 pictures in there for like $10. So you basically have 10 projects that because you can use them for several projects and you don't have to use the whole card. You can do them for other things. But anyway, I cut it out and I just glued it right down on top. You can also get really cute cards from the Dollar Tree too, guys. They do still have, some of them are 2 for $1.25, depending on which ones you decide to get. There is some that are just $1.25 as well. I have done that as well in some other projects. I do not have any for you to watch. This was before I started filming, but I know you can get them, so that is also another option if you don't want to pay the Walmart prices and stuff for them. And then I grabbed some twine, and you saw that I wrapped it around just above that 25. And then I grabbed some of this gorgeous ribbon. I am really into cardinals, so I saw this and I'm like, this would work really good. It's an outside kind of scene with the snow falling and the red. I just thought the birds would go really cute with it. So I kind of did it's a version of Olivia's bow. If you haven't seen Olivia's Romantic Home, please do so. She does amazing bows. I will actually probably have a link for her videos down in my description box if you want to check her out. But after I get it tied with some jute twine, I just go right in the middle of the bow and I just fluff the ribbons out. This one got kind of funky. I didn't count my strips right, so one of them was like half of one, so I miscounted, but it turned out fine. But after I get that all squared away, I just put some hot glue down and I hot glue it right down to the top of that and fluff out my bow a little bit more, and look how adorable. So sneaking cute. Oh, and then I grabbed a snowflake. This is from one of the other projects from last year. I think this one was in a little mason jar with snow. But I just grabbed a little snowflake and glued it right down to the edge of that twine. Give it just a little more pizzazz. And here we are at the final reveal, guys. I really hope you like this. These projects are a big part of my heart. I love the red trucks. They're so cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be showing the other one that didn't make it into the video here really shortly. And it's going to be this one. I love this one. It has some deer in the pasture and everything. Super cute. But all I did on that was get your greeting card and then wrap some twine around the sides of it, put some greenery on the back, and then glued some tumbling tower box to the back of it. Really simple. But thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed what you see. Give me a like button down below, click it, and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. I'd greatly appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!
Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!